Hey guys, welcome back to part 5 of my Dark Souls the board game solo playthrough as the Knight. Not true to his name. Not very well. I mean, he kept on going back for more. We'll give him that. Lots of valor, lots of enthusiasm for death. Needless to say, if you've been following the series up to part 5, the Knight has been having a real tough time. He's not been doing well at all. We only managed to get up to the first level 2 encounter for the Titanite Demon. So in this run, we've been trying to get to the Titanite Demon, which is 1 level 1 encounter and 3 level 3 encounters. We managed to get to the first level 2 encounter, which was the Sentinel's Wrath. So going up against 1 Sentinel, and my Knight just could not compete, which unfortunately as a result has meant we've been redoing the level 1 encounter ad nauseum. What's the level 1 encounter again? Does anyone know? The Shattered Dungeon. I think we've done it like 5 times at this point, for which I apologise. Not the best content to watch the same encounter over and over and over, but I think that's with me not taking the start in Souls, which I think I'll rectify in the future. But yeah, we are unfortunately back at the bonfire with only 1 spark remaining where we pick up on this stream just now. Will this be the last part? Will he burn through his last spark? You'll just need to watch and find out. The stream again was live over on Twitch. If you guys ever want to check me out over there and follow along these live, I would love that. It's always much more fun to have people, interacting, giving me their opinions as I'm running through these dungeon runs. But yeah, as always, if you like this, share it, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And see you guys at the end. Cheers. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's George. I'm the Highland Hobbyist, and this is going to be my second stream of Dark Souls the board game, doing my Knight's playthrough. So my Knight has spawned back at the bonfire. If you managed to check out part 1, either on Twitch or parts 1 to 4 on YouTube, basically this Knight of mine has not been doing well in Dark Souls the board game. He has been getting the snot kicked out of him, shall we say. His last encounter was with the Sentinel's Wrath, and we went up against the Sentinel, and I'm in pretty much vanilla gear, so needless to say, it did not go well. I thought it would actually go better. I managed to pick up this black iron armor, and I thought maybe that would kind of see me through enough to maybe do a little bit better than I did. Unfortunately, that is not the case. So we're going to go down to 1 spark left, which means I can no longer rest at the bonfire. So I think this is probably going to be quite a short stream, or quite a short session, as the next time I fail an encounter and die will be unfortunately the end of this run. Maybe by some miracle we'll get to the Titanite Demon here, but I don't have the opportunity to rest at the bonfire to find any more gear. So if we by some miracle do get to the Titanite Demon, it's going to be with the current gear that I have. So our sparks are going to go down to 1, and I will regen all of my health. I'll flip over all my tokens. And just to recap of where I'm at on all of my stats. So you can see here I've got my strength and my faith up to tier 1. The dexterity and intelligence are still at base. And this is the armor that I'd picked up. Is the black iron armor. And it's rolling an orange dice, so I guess when I saw this, I was automatically like, oh, this is really, really good. But it's an orange die -1, which isn't great in hindsight, but I think it's still better than my vanilla knight armor. So we're gonna keep it on, and to keep the meme going, which is basically that this is going to be my first playthrough of Dark Souls the board game. I've made a lot of mistakes. Hopefully I can streamline this in the future moving forward. But the two encounters that we have available to us at the moment is the first level one is going to be the Shattered Dungeon. And if we beat the Shattered Dungeon, we then move on to face the Sentinel again. And just to remind everyone, got the Titanite Demon's cards here. For the Titanite Demon, it's 1 level 1 and then 3 level 2 encounters. I so far have only got to 1 level 2 encounter. So yeah, like I said, I think this might be a short session. So let's go ahead and we will once again, what's this, the 4th, 5th time going to the Shattered Dungeon? I've lost count. But let's head on over to the Shattered Dungeon with the knight, and we'll see if we can make short work of that and then get onto the Sentinel and see if we can. Let's just treat the Sentinel as our first boss. He might as well be with his 10 health, but I'll be right back in 1 minute, and we'll make our way over to the Shattered Dungeon for the encounter against the Hollow Soldier and the 2 Hollow Crossbowmen. I will be right back. Okay, so here we are. Let me do a little housekeeping here. We are once again back at the Shattered Dungeon. Okay, everything looks like it's lined up on screen. So just to recap, for the Shattered Dungeon, and yeah, so we have 1 Hollow Knight Soldier, 2 Hollow Knight Crossbowmen, and 2 barrels. And the barrels don't mean much this time because even if I get more souls, I can't spend them because if I was to rest at the bonfire, I would go to 0 sparks, which would be the end of the game. So we've seen lots of this encounter, so I think if you're following along, you probably know how this is going to go. But it's going to start with the Hollow Soldier. If I was on the right screen, this would work. Okay, here we go. There we are. So the Hollow Soldier is going to go first, and he's going to move 1 towards me, and then he's going to try and attack. I'm out of range of him, so nothing's going to happen. The crossbowmen are going to move 1 tile away, and then they're going to shoot me with their flaming bolts. So the crossbow hollows. Here they go. So the first one's going to hit me for 3 damage. Well, and I, as before, will get 1 black dice against that. Not a great start. So I take 3 damage immediately. And the second crossbow will also hit me with for 3. And let's see what we can do here. Okay. Still not great, so I again take 2 damage. Not so good. Not a good start. I would go as far as to say a bad start. So, on to my turn. For my turn, as we know, I need to try and get into these crossbowmen as quickly as possible. So I think I'm going to just take my walk. And I'm going to walk up to there. So last time I started in the middle, and I thought I would mix it up, and I started over in the corner. I think it was actually better when I started in the corner. So now I'm going to spend 2 stamina to run up a little bit further. Yeah, so I'm going to do 1 stamina, And then the second stamina. Get onto these guys' node. And I will engage the crossbowman closest to you guys. So, because of all the damage I took in the opening salvo from the hollow crossbowman, I actually don't even have enough stamina left. Oh. Okay. So already, I have made a glaring mistake, which is I rolled my black die as if I was using my old vanilla armor. I'm not using my vanilla armor. I'm using my black iron armor. What a numpty. So so I don't think I would have taken that much damage. I think what I'll do, we'll do a very quick redo. Okay, I'll still have spent the 2 stamina, but as far as their attacks on me, let's just, it's okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. So if I was back at the initial node, the first crossbowman, okay, would have done 1 damage. And the second crossbowman, wait there, no, he would have done 2 damage because it's -1. And then the second one will also do 2 damage. Okay, so much of a muchness. I gained 1 health by doing that. Apologies, guys. Apologies. Was not concentrating there. I was still just thinking I was in my vanilla gear. Which, I don't know why, because I made such a song and dance about this black iron armor. And then I'm not even using it. Okay, so I've spent this 2 stamina. After that very slight mishap, basically what I've gained is 1 health. So I could, in theory, now do my heavy attack. But the problem is, if I do my heavy attack, I'll have one health left, which isn't great. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just do a light attack just now, and really hope that I get one of these guys down. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the light attack on one of the guys that's closest to you. That is going to be 1 physical damage against a hollow crossbowman. Which is not enough. So I'm going to flip my lucky coin. Let's see if I can get 2. I got the 2. So the 2 goes down to 1. But that's not going to help this guy. And he goes down. We managed to defeat our first enemy. Which is great. And then it goes back to the hollow soldier, who is going to move in, and he's going to attack me for, let's look at his card. He's going to attack me for 4. So now I get my my shield is 1 black dice, and my armor is 1 orange dice -1. This goes down to a 2, and I've rolled a 4, so that does that will do no damage to me, which is great. Swing and a miss. The crossbowman is going to move 1 node away, and he is going to again hit for 3 magic damage. So I've rolled a 3, which is good. Goes down to a 2, so I will take 1 damage. Okay, and then it's back to my turn. Okay, so this crossbowman is kind of, he's still the priority. So I'm gonna head on into him with my free move. I regain 3 stamina, and I am going to heavy attack him. So I'm going to spend, again, my heavy attack is going to be 4 stamina for 1 black and 1 blue. So let's spend 4 stamina. Okay. And see what we can do here. Oh, easy. Absolutely easy. I've rolled a 4, which goes down to a 3, and Crossbow Hollow is very dead. Okay, so that's another one down. Okay, and I'm feeling pretty confident that I can survive this with my ultimate ability. I didn't drink my Estus because I really want to keep that, but if I'm hoping I can tank this on my armor. So basically what's going to happen now is the soldier, he's going to walk on up and attack me for 4 physical, so I'll get my shield and my armor again. Okay, not the best, but the 2 goes down to a 1. I've rolled a... find the 1. I've rolled a 3, so I take 1 damage. Okay, because I still have 1 damage left to take. So we're back to my turn. And I'm just going to swing and hit this guy right back, so I'll regain 3 stamina. But I can't use my heavy attack because I don't have enough stamina left, so I'm just going to really hope for a 2 or a 3 on this blue dice. See what we get. I got the 2. So he is down. And that is going to be the Shatter Dungeon complete. We're getting good at this. And there's 2 barrels left, so just by some miracle, if I somehow manage to defeat the Sentinel and keep this run going, let's just see what I get. Oh, okay, so I get 2 more souls. That's going to be a total of 4 souls. Nice. I will add that onto the bonfire tile right here next to me. I still have 5 souls at the Sentinel, so there's no point in me going back to the bonfire because, like we discussed, I only have 1 spark left, so we're just going to have to forge on to the Sentinel's Wrath. So by defeating this encounter, I regain my stamina and health, but I do not regen. I won't regen my lucky coin, unfortunately. But yeah, let's take a walk up the road to Sentinel's Wrath, and I will be right back, and we'll see how we get on with him. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go much better than it did the first time, but you never know. You never know. Let me just grab that tile, and I will be right back. Okay, so here we are, back at the dreaded Sentinel's Wrath. We've got the Sentinel up here in the corner, and we have 1 gravestone and 1 barrel, and we also have my 5 souls that I left when last I was here. So we're going to start with the Sentinel, and he is going to move 1 towards me, and then he's going to try and attack me on 1 node out. He's got a range of 1 because he's got this massive halberd, and he's going to try and attack for 6 damage. It's going to miss on the first turn because I'm out of range. But now, my turn, and I'm just going to have to kind of get in there and start trying to do some damage to him. So I'm going to walk up 1. And then I'm going to spend 1 stamina to run up to him. Because my sword has a range of 0, I have to be on his node. So I'm on his node and I'm going to spend 4 stamina for my heavy attack. This game is so punishing. It already looks like I'm at half health pretty much. So I'm going to do my heavy attack for 1 blue and 1 black dice. See what we can do here. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so I rolled a 4. He's got a physical resistance of 2. So that's going to be 2 damage that's going to get through to him. Yes. A pretty good start. Get these tokens. He is now on 2 damage, 2 out of 10. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. So it's now going to be his turn. He's going to push me off. He's going to push me back to this node. And then he's going to move into me 1 and push me back again. And then he has a range of 1 as depicted on his card. I'll just show you that. That's going to be this 1 here. You can see he's got the push. So if I'm on the node as a character that has push, it pushes, then the move happens, and then the push happens again. So he's going to now swing for 6 physical damage, of which I get my shield and my armor. Let's see what happens here. Oops. My goodness. Okay, so my 4, that's a pretty good roll, goes down to 3. So I take, I've defended 4. He's hitting for 6, so I'm going to take 2 damage. Okay. And then it's going to come to my turn again. So I'm going to regen 3 stamina. And I'm going to walk on up to his node. And I am again gonna I'm gonna try and use my heavy attacks as much as I can for as long as I can. So I'm gonna do another heavy attack. So that's gonna be 4 stamina. Okay. I'll get my blue and my black dice. Okay. So not quite as good. So he's got a resistance of 2, so only 1 damage gets through this time. Not on me, on him. That would be bad, don't put it on me. Okay, so he is up to 3 damage, so he's got 7 health remaining. Okay. Back to the Sentinel's turn. So again, gonna push me off of his node, then he's gonna stomp on up to me, and he'll push me to this node here. And then he's gonna again swing for me for 6 damage again, of which I defend 4 again. So I'm gonna take another 2 damage again. Oh. Okay, so maybe time to drink an Estus, I think. I only have 1 health left. So on my turn, I'll regen the 3 stamina, but that's not enough for me to do my heavy attack. So I am going to drink my Estus, I think. Yeah. I'll flip my Estus token. And I will regen. So now I'm at full strength. And I will walk on up. And yeah, then I will spend my 4 stamina to do my heavy attack again. Here we go. That's not good enough. I don't have my lucky coin. Eesh. Okay. So yeah, just a swing to midair. Not a good turn. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Back to the Sentinel. So the big boy's gonna push me off. And he's gonna move in. Gonna push me up to node 12. And then he's gonna swing again for his 6 damage physical. And I'm gonna block 4 again. I'm getting pretty good on these defense rolls, but that is still gonna damage me. For 2 damage. Okay, so back to my turn. I regen 3. And then I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to walk up the 1. Spend 4 for a heavy attack. See what we can do on this guy. Oh no. Yeah, so difficult with so I rolled a 2. He's got a physical resistance of 2, so that's nothing again. Yeah, with my vanilla sword and no secondary weapon, I'm really struggling against this guy. So he again is going to push me off, move into me, push me to node 11. Going to spear me again with this big pike for 6 physical. Not quite as good this time. So I'm protecting 3 with my armor. So I will take 3 damage. Okay, onto my turn. Regen my 3. And this is where it gets really hard because now I can no longer do my heavy attacks. So I'm just going to have to walk up. And I only get to roll 1 blue dice now, which is not going to be enough. I need to get the perfect roll. It's 1 in 6 chance to get a 3. So I think the writing is on the wall here, guys. I'm going to get pushed back, then pushed up, and then hit for, see what happens this time. That's going to be 4 damage, which is the exact amount required to take me out, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, and yep, that is going to be the end of this poor knight's run. Oh dear. Okay. Well, he fought. I was gonna say he fought bravely. I'm not sure he did. I think he got his ass kicked. Let's quickly head back to the bonfire and kind of recap where we were at on this final run of the night's run. We'll be right back. Well, I think that went about as well as could be expected. Unfortunately, that was our last spark at the bonfire, so we are going to go down to 0, which we all know in Dark Souls. I have died. My knight did not do very well. We just to recap, I do have the Titanite demon here, but we did not even get close to seeing him. I only got to the second encounter, which was the first of 3 level 2 encounters that I had to complete in order to get to the Titanite demon. So yeah, we were a mile off from completing that challenge, but this was my first stream of Dark Souls the board game, and I think that there's been a lot of things for me to relearn the game. I've had the game since it came out, and I've played it on and off over the past 6 years, but I've only ever played it with friends, and I still make a lot of stupid mistakes with friends as well. This is my first time doing a solo run, and yeah, it's definitely been a learning experience. I think I've learned a lot. I'd like to just apologize that we had to do the same encounter over and over and over again. And I think it's actually the first time I've realized how kind of grindy the game actually is, to the point where I can see why so many people complained about the game when it first came out by being too similar to the actual game. Again, I'm not salty about that. I'm still having fun, going through the encounters, and I think going through that process, it kind of makes when you get to the boss fight that bit more exciting. And if you you know, eventually defeat the boss as well. Plus, I like fishing for gear and new loot. That's something that kind of scratches an itch for me. But I think, and I've said this, I think in every stream and every video up to this point, which is I think starting the game with one character using the old rule set but with the updated housekeeping rules from Tomb of Giants, not starting with any souls, has really made the game extremely difficult for me, to the point where, yeah, I was going up against the Sentinel with my basic longsword. Fair enough, I had new armor, but it just wasn't enough to compete. And the knight, being a character that has to tank the damage to start, he basically has block, he has no dodge, so the updated dodge rules haven't really been helping me in this case. So unfortunately, our bonfire has gone out. This is going to be part 5 of my first foray into YouTube. But unfortunately, this poor knight's run is going to end here. I'm going to take what I've learned from this first playthrough, and maybe we'll pick a new character for the next one. I think I kind of want to try the warrior next. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up there for this stream. I knew this was going to be a short stream. I just knew there was no way I was going to be able to beat this Sentinel, but I wanted to wrap it up and see it to its conclusion. So I hope you guys still enjoyed that, just seeing me get whooped, but we'll definitely be back face this guy in the very near future. Hopefully we can get to him and see some of the cool boss mechanics and boss encounters that this game has to offer. It really is such a cool board game, and I absolutely love it. So I'm really excited to play it more on stream and also upload these videos to YouTube. So thanks for being here, and I'm sure I'll have a little outro that will probably say exactly what I've just said again. But yeah, just want to thank you guys for sticking around for these videos, and catch you guys on the next one. But thanks again. Take care. Hey guys, I'm hiding behind my rulebook because it's not like me, you know. I know this game. Why don't I make a how to play video? Because I don't know the bloody rules. That's why. So as you will see, unfortunately, I wrapped up the stream. Because in my eyes, that was the night's final run. I burnt through my last spark and I went down to 0, which I naively thought meant no sparks remaining, you're at 0. You know, the dungeon run, the campaign is over. I have died. But I came back and got the rulebook out because I was like, oh, is that it? And I was reading this in bed last night, and it actually reads, if the spark dial has reached 0, and the players return to the bonfire after it's at 0, they lose the game. So technically, the bonfire sparks can go down to 0. It's if you die again at 0, that's when the game's over. So I basically, I had 1 life left. But I think what I'm going to do regardless is we're going to draw a line under the Knights campaign there. I think I've learned so much from this initial solo playthrough. Again, if you've followed along up to this part 5, I really, really appreciate it. I apologize for all of the silly mistakes I would make. Let's not talk about rolling my vanilla armor instead of the black iron armor that I was so pumped to get during that stream, and then I ended up rolling the wrong die again. But I think when I went into this final part 5, I think I knew it was going to be the last encounters because I only had the 1 spark left. So in my mind, I couldn't rest at the bonfire again, but technically I could have. So with those souls I got from that level 1 encounter again, I could have actually went for more gear. So these are all things that I'm taking on board. I'm learning the rules. You guys have been fantastic, giving me feedback on the comments. And, I've been posting some stuff on to ask some questions on Reddit. And you guys have been really kind to answer my questions over there as well. And just give your opinions on how you guys play the game solo and some house rules that you guys do to tweak it. Because it is quite confusing. There is the 2 rule books. Because currently I'm trying to play the original core set with the basically addended rules from the Tomb of Giants and Painted World, because I like the housekeeping changes that are in this. But there is just a little bit of discrepancy between the two rules, and trying to kind of find the balance between the two can be a little tricky. But yeah, I think I'll be starting a new character that's not going to be the knight. The knight is now jinxed. We're going to shelve him, and I'm going to start a new campaign run. I think maybe as the warrior. I kind of want to be maybe someone a little more fighty, a little more aggressive. Maybe someone that can have maybe at least one dodge die. But again, even though I messed up the last remaining spark, I am going to call it quits on this knight. He's going back to he's going back to night school, and he's going to have to come back in the future once I've kind of ironed out some of the kinks. But I've learned a lot. I've learned how to kind of streamline my setup a little bit more. I'm going to add a few more things to my setup as far as some additional sound effects and transitions, just to make it the viewing experience a little bit more interactive, which I hope you guys will enjoy. But yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for checking this out and clicking here. And if you made it to the end here and you can even hear this, I really, really appreciate it. See you guys in the next campaign. Take care.